Hi guys, Galusek here and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I would like to share with you one idea for your next MQL5 project. So as some of you already know, I am pretty active on Fiverr. I work as a freelancer there and I develop custom MQL5 expert advisors or indicators. And today I would like to show you one of the most interesting and difficult projects that I have ever worked at. So it's the one that you can see basically on my screen. Yeah, it doesn't look that complicated because it's just some table with some signals, with some symbols, and with some different time frames. But yeah, trust me, this one was very difficult simply because it's not easy to develop such indicators. But that's not what I want to talk about in this video. I just want to basically tell you a concept behind these type of indicators because it's very useful, and I want to nudge you in the right direction regarding how to develop them, so you can do something like this on your own. So first of all, how does this indicator work? Well, this type of indicator is called a screener. This basically means that it scans different symbols. It scans those symbols on different time frames, and then it basically shows you some signals based on the analysis or based on the scan. It can be something very simple. For example, let's say your signal can be the price being either above or below a simple moving average. So for example, if the price on Euro USD 1 minute was above the 200 moving average, then this tab would be green, indicating buy signal. And for example, if the price on 4-hour chart on Euro USD would be below the simple moving average, it would show you the red signal indicating sell. So it can be as something as simple as this. The logic behind this specific screener is not simple. It's very far from simple. It is using, I think, up to 5 indicators that have very specific rules to them, so it's not that simple. But I want to also show you an example of one screener that I made myself for me, and it looks like this. Yeah, so this is also a type of screener basically that you can do. This one is very simple. It's based on moving averages, as I told you before, and here you can basically see the trend on different symbols on different time frames. So that's why such indicators are extremely efficient. Yeah, you can analyze the market just by looking at the table one time, and then you basically know what you should trade. So for example, now if I wanted to decide, okay, what should I trade? And I know, for example, that I like to trade on lower time frames, then the obvious answer here is I should go for Australian dollar USD dollar, because on 5 minute and 15 minute it's going bearish. Yeah, so what I would do then is that I would go here, open Australian dollar USD dollar, go on 15-minute time frame, and as you can see, it is going bearish. Yeah, so that's how you can find setups very easily using these screeners. So now, how do you go about developing them? The process is quite difficult. Yeah, it's not something that you can do without any experience. So if you have not worked on any complex projects in MQL5 before, screeners such as these will be probably difficult for you. But basically the main idea behind them is that first of all you want to get your layout right. Okay, so you want to basically know how it will look like. So first of all do the design. After that do basically the functionality behind the screener. So that's the first thing. Always do the design first, and after that do basically the design first, functionality later. And you also want to make the functionality as simple as possible for you. So for example, in this case, since this screener is working with 2 or 3 moving averages, what I want to basically make is a simple function that will basically take 3 arguments, probably. The first argument being the symbol. Yeah, so for example, Euro USD, GBP USD, USD, and so on. The second parameter or input being time frame. So on what time frame are we at? So for example, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day. And then some specific inputs to the moving average. So for example, is the moving average of period 200 or 100 or 150? Yeah, so these are all things that basically can change. And you want to make a function basically that can take all of these inputs, and based on them it will basically tell you, is the price going upward or downward, up or down. So that's how you do it. And then the most complex part is to basically connect the screener to the logic. Yeah, so you, by using those functions, you will generate some signals. So for example, Euro USD is going bullish on 4-hour time frame. That's not very difficult to calculate. The difficult part is to basically connect it together. So then you have to find out which object basically corresponds to Euro USD for our time frame, and then you can change that object. So for example, going from gray color to green color. Yeah. So this also requires some thinking prior to the development. This also requires some knowledge about how to efficiently create and store the names of objects so you can easily detect them later, and so on. For example, for this screener, I have also added the functionality that if you click on any symbol, any time frame, it will open that specific symbol on that time frame. So for example, GBP/USD 5 minute, I click on it, you can see it changes to GBP/USD 5 minute. So that's also a feature that you can implement to your screeners. Not simple though. Yeah. So that's that, I guess. This is everything. There's one more thing, and also the best thing about these screeners is that you can make them dynamic. Yeah, so for example, these are the inputs, and in the as the first input I basically choose the symbols that I want to analyze basically with my screener. So I can, for example, add I don't know, US 30. Yeah, I can add, for example, USD franc. Yeah, and when I do this, click OK, the table will expand and it will show me these 2 additional symbols as well. So now I can add infinite basically number of symbols. Of course I will run out of the space on my chart, but in theory I can I can check every symbol I want. So that's that. If something like this interests you, please let me know in the comment section, because I might make a tutorial on some very simple screeners, probably on not something like this, but on something very, very simple, so you can so you see basically how it's done in the live time basically. Yeah. So that's that. I thank you for your patience and attention, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.